Hello, welcome to day 2 of my self-administering Kambo cleanse for the spring rebirth. Now it's a great time. I guess I've now self-administered. But before this series, I was paying about $500 each time or more. When I went to the United States, that obviously cost more. Um, but that's about what it costs, I think, for a Kambo session across the board. And yeah, I knew that I was going to continue with this medicine, so I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna learn how to self-administer. I'm in this for the long run. I was like really called to do the practitioner thing in this space, and this is what it looks like the first 3 days. And Kambo is very sacred when it comes to working with the moon cycles, when it comes to really doing self-healing work in the body. It also really much aligns with the chakras too. So a lot of things that are really close to my heart are tied into this amazing medicine. Moving through the elements, for example, frogs born in the water and then they become transform into these earth creatures. And yeah, so many synchronicities led me to this place now. Yesterday was my first experience. It was really hard. I think I had one of my friends in my head's her opinion of all this stuff, including working with mushrooms, is if you're going to go to hell before heaven, then isn't that a type of masochicism or something where you're inflicting pain upon yourself? And I don't see it that way, but I think I had to face that. I had to see it for myself. Like, look, it's like this is beyond inflicting pain. It's actually not that easy to inflict pain upon yourself in that same way. Um, Another thing I noticed from yesterday too is because the way that we're working with Kambo right now, it's more a meditative than purgative, especially with the smaller doses, not consuming the amounts of water that would normally, that are commonly referred to as like instructions when working with this medicine. I did it with professionals in this space, both Kambo style, drinking lots of water for the purgative, and more Sapo style, where you don't drink any water until after the medicine has been administered. And so, yeah, I'm just finding my own balance, what feels natural to me. I'm really an advocate for that. I'm an advocate for working with the medicines that call to you, and an advocate for finding your alchemic way of working with said medicines. So let's just dive in here. I'm going to show you my foot. This is the three dots that I've got. One of them has blistered over from yesterday. That doesn't always happen. Sometimes it leaves a scab, but I think because of the area on my body, it blistered. When I was playing with the blister earlier yesterday, I actually started feeling the numb tingle go up my leg, and Tristan made a good point that it's the sciatic nerve. And once I realized that, I was like, oh, I need to get on the yoga mat. So then I mixed in Kundalini yoga in throughout my day, and yeah, it was really, really nice. I think working with the root chakra energy, working with Kundalini yoga, as well as integrating in this medicine, is definitely creates some alchemy inside of the body as well. So I noticed, because I'm just doing 1 point each day, part of my henna's fading away. So to make sure that the marks stay, this is what a henna stick looks like. And that's how I mark them, like a little tattoo. So I'm going to put henna on the point that I'll do tomorrow, just so that, as a tattoo, or for myself, it's like more OCD. Like if I'm going to be looking at this for the rest of my life, I want to know that the symmetry is nice. So I use the henna as guide points there. Next thing I'm going to do is get started. Do you think rapé?
Sure.
And then tomorrow I'll do Sinanga so they can see what that looks like too. Let's open with some rapé. It's always nice. I've got a couple different kinds. I've got Revive, Restore, Reset. Let's use the Reset today. So rapé is a really potent tobacco snuff, often mixed with other Amazonian plant medicines, or just plants in general. It looks like this. It's like a powder. And I use one of these cards. This one was given to me by Planet Kambo. And so every single time that I use it, I say the affirmations to myself. I'm a big fan of affirmations in my own life, as many of you may already know. Right? I'll start with the left side. And then go to the right. That's a nice way to open ceremony. Here you go if you'd like some.
Sure.
Okay. And close this up. You can put whatever's extra away for following ceremony.
Yeah.
What?
I'll figure out how to put it away in a moment.
No, you don't put it away. Just set it down for after
okay.
ceremony. Yeah. Sorry, I used the wrong language. But that's what's good about that paper, right? Is that you can just empty the paper back into the
Yes.
or the card, right?
Perfect.
Yeah. But you're just gonna set it there.
I love this.
What?
The card. Just reading it.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice little message. Get the Kambo stick ready. So what it looks like, you can see the areas where the medicine has been used and the areas where I have not scraped it all yet. And these are the Pedmini sticks, the ones we use for burning. Opening the gates. And of course, you're gonna need a knife as well. I actually like this one, Wolf Cry. Wolves don't play by the rules. My favorite song right now. Okay, and last, we need water. I'm also going to take out the dragon's blood because I will need this afterwards for the burn. Not every, like, I paid good money to go do Kambo sessions with other people. And, you know, and some things were included, like the dragon's blood, the rapé, the sinanga. You know, some places include it, some places don't. You know, I personally, like, I still come back to that belief, right? Like, use what you're called to at the moment. Like, it's not necessary to use everything all the time for the setting. But it is nice and serves a purpose in specific times. So tomorrow we'll do the Sinanga. You know, it's nice. I did a few days in a row, so it's nice to take a little break, but I'll go back to that starting tomorrow. And for today, let's just stick to the rapé and dragon's blood. So I like to use the little sticks. There's no point in using a big one because unless you're doing a lot of burns, but just little pieces are fine. I don't mind the broken ones. And I'm going to just wet the Kambo here and scrape so that when I make my burn, everything's already ready. So, I don't know if you can see there, but I'm making a little dot. Just scrape with the knife. And that is what I will use on my point, on my gate, when I open it. That is what I'll apply. Okay, this was the hardest part. I think, as I said, you know, we do it more meditative than purgative. That being said, purging still does happen from time to time, sometimes emotionally, sometimes through sweat or from shaking of coldness. Sometimes it's tears. Yeah, like just emotional purge. Sometimes it's through going to the bathroom, number one or number two, and other times it's puking into a bucket or the toilet or the grass. Right. My intention behind working with Kambo this time is to get closer to the medicine, to use it in my own way instead of somebody else delegating how I'm going to do it. I've worked with different practitioners now, and also this is a time of rebirth. It's a very unique time where we just had the spring equinox and we're coming into the first new moon of spring. So there's actually like a gap between when this equinox was and when the new moon is, where we're still into the full moon energies and powers of release. And so I really wanted to tap into that extra energy that's happening right now so that I could let go and let be as we come into this new stage of rebirth. So I'm just gonna do my burn right now. What you take is this amber and I burn it on the dot I have. So there's yesterday's, there's the henna for tomorrow, and here's where I'm going to do the burn today, right on the ankle. And I was called to do this area. It's not the best area. It's kind of scary that there's so many nerves there, that it's such a sensitive spot, but I really wanted to do it because it's what I was visualizing. My foot, the root chakra, I don't know. It just came to me and I had to see it through. Oh my God. I'll take all the time I've got just to do this. So the hardest part is making the burn. I get scared, especially because it's such a sensitive area and because I'm doing it to myself. And because it's like if I don't go hard enough, then I'm going to have to do it a second time. And if I go too hard, then it's really going to hurt. So it's actually not the easiest thing to self-administer. Mushrooms are definitely easier, especially when you got a blue honey. So I had to light another stick. I waited too long. I didn't have the courage to just go psych myself up for it. I'm strong. Love my body. I love my elimination organs. I love all of that I'm capable of. Get some superpowers today. many times do I have to say 1, 2, 3 before I just do it? It's the hardest part.
Do you want me to step up?
No, I want the courage. I want the courage. I want the courage to be able to do it. Like I did it yesterday, but it hurt and I remember the pain and it's like, you know, same with the nausea off the mushrooms, but the thing is, that doesn't come till after. So you can take the mushrooms without the pain. Sometimes you can take them with honey and it tastes delicious. Nausea comes after. You know what's going to happen. This is like instant. I wonder if there's a way we can do it without the burning. I mean, the scars look cool, especially when we do them all tribal, but oh my god. I can't. That's my work alarm. Ouch. Ah, thank you. I feel like a joke right now. Burnt my nail and got smoke in my eye. This isn't all glam and glory. I got a blister starting, so I have been burning myself. As if I pop the blister, then I have the gate. This is a really blistery part of the foot. Oh. I'm gonna scrape the medicine. Again, a little bit of water. I'll spray water on my knife this time. There's water on my knife, the medicine, the burns. Okay. Meditation versus purge. I've applied the medicine. Now I'm gonna sit here, Buddha. A little while here. Did a nice workout this morning, so I sweat. Did a bit of a sweat purge already. And after this, I'll take Fynn outside. I think it's really important. Get outside. Fasted all morning, so after we get in, then I'll have my first thing to eat. For right now, I'm just gonna breathe. Present. Allow the medicine in. Kambo, Kambo. Cleanse my body, heal my soul. Kambo, Kambo. Heal my body, free my soul. Feel a little bit of chills. I'll put my hood up. It's funny, I feel the chills, but my armpits are sweating. Oh man, what's going on here? Shaking a little bit. I don't know if it's from colds, but that is a type of somatic movement, the shakes. Maybe he wants to, maybe it's igniting my nervous system. Maybe healing my nervous system. Oh, I feel the chill at my spine, into my shoulders. It's coming over here, like there's a pain that's being healed in my shoulder or something. I felt it creep up the back, cold, 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 and then I felt a little pain here, and then it just dissolved. 2.7 seconds. I still feel the cold, I think, like right at the base of my neck. Might have something to do with the pressure point in my foot. With every breath, my body's getting calmer and calmer. I'm really looking forward to yoga after. Do that tonight after all my coaching calls. Yoga mat. Yesterday when I played with the blister from yesterday's point, I felt it activate again. And so I went and brought it to my yoga practice. I'm almost hoping that that happens again because it was really insightful practice. Kambo, Kambo, cleanse my body and my soul. Kambo, Kambo, heal my body, free my soul. Oh, yesterday I got so much energy. And today I get the yawns. I had so much energy yesterday. I went for a run after. I flew through all my coaching calls. I did 4 of them. Played with Fynn. I feel like there is energy, but a yawn. Maybe the energy's there, but needing more oxygen. So I'm gonna go into some breath work here. I'm gonna use it's called breath of fire. It's a very detoxifying breath. And I'm gonna wet this again, the medicine, and I'm gonna use my knife, open it again. I'm gonna rotate the medicine, so if there's anything more in there, any more messages, any more medicine for me to allow in, or experiences to be had, that I have that opportunity while the gates are still open. Now I'm going to let that dry. And when it's dry, I'm going to remove the medicine and go on with the rest of my day. I'll meet you guys back here for tomorrow's ceremony. That will be our last one. I do feel a little nauseous up in my heart, like you know, when you're holding back tears, you feel a little nauseous. Kambo is such a heart-opening medicine. Kambo, Kambo, cleanse my body, heal my soul. Kambo, Kambo, heal my body, free my soul. Kambo, 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 Kambo. Called to do the Sufis grind again. This is a great root chakra movement. And now the other side. I'm going to remove the medicine now. I think I've gotten about all I can get out of that. My body's back in homeostasis, and I'm happy that I rotated the medicine, that I wet it one last time, because I did get a little bit of an emotional purge, both with a couple tears that fell, but also with using my voice. It was almost like, you know, when you're like really strongly grieving, and it's like almost like a whimper, or like I felt that come out, like there was noise, and so I moved into music to allow the noise to expel. I'm just gonna apply some dragon's blood here to my wounds. Dragon's blood does really remind me of blood, like something maybe a vampire would drink. Okay. Oh yeah, I guess my nose is sniffling too, so there was a bit of a lost purge. I'm going to show you my ankle here and put medicine on all three of them. Looks like blood. That'll just help the wound heal. I think there's something sacred to it too, especially if you're inflicting pain upon yourself, to nourish yourself afterwards. So this is my way of, you know, thanking my body for both allowing me to open up the gates, but also allowing the medicine in. And now this is my thank you to both close my body, close those wounds, close those gates. Also some gratitude, and I think for myself to close ceremony here, I'm gonna put the medicine away in a safe spot, and I'm going to use a little bit more rapé. Rapé snuff. And I got a tea that's been waiting for me for a while now, and now that Kambo's over, I can nourish my entire body with the adaptogen tea here, and I'm gonna say goodbye for now. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me.